Howdy, and welcome to the very last day of Christmas in July. Oh, it's so sad. It's all coming to an end. However, today's video probably going to be the longest one of the bunch because we are making a single signature journal from start to finish. Boy, do I like chewing off all hunks of things. What am I trying to say? Biting off more than I can chew. Oh man, I bet you're not going to miss me at all. The stuff that comes out of my mouth. I have some bits of chipboard here, very fancy chipboard, and I'm just going to get started. So I have my papers already selected. So just a random collection of Christmas bits over here. Lots of white there. You know how I feel about white pages. Because I told you about it when we were making this one on day 11, I think it was. So this is my double-sided scrapbook paper. No white to be seen there. I definitely want to include that. I don't know why I just stuck it randomly in there. Let's put it here, shall we? But I pulled out my papers so I can figure out what size journal I want to make. So obviously these should be A4s folded in half. So in theory, I would want to make this an A5 size. Let's see, there's my A5 marking, if that is accurate. Is it A5 like this? Yeah, it's A5 like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually do some measurements. So this goes to just before the 8-inch mark, just after 20 centimeters. So is it just before, just after 8 inches? So it's right there on 8. So I think I'll do 8.25. Yes. Am I doing that right? No, I want it this. Watch yourself. I am not very good at this. Oh, just make it that size. Ta-da! Right, so I measured it wrong. I do want to measure it like this, so A5. So I would want it slightly wider. So there's my A5 mark. So I want it slightly wider than that. If I made it exactly A5 though, then I can get 2 pieces, but it doesn't leave me much wiggle room because you always want to have a little bit more cover than you do inside pages. So I'm just going to ignore that. Let's do the 6 inches. 6 inches, and I'll just have to cut both boards. I'm sure that's very bad for my blade. Bend and cut. Now, single signature, how big do I want my spine to be? I want this to go a little bit chunky, so let's do a 1.5-inch spine. Is that too much for a single signature journal? What do we think? Too much? Bend. There we go. Too much. Single signature. I think it's fine. Right, and I did it to the 6 before on the other one, right? I could stop myself and do a measure. That ain't my style. Right. There we go. I've been watching The Handmaid's Tale. I was just about to say, praise be. Oh, definitely not a Christmas time entertainment choice there. Okay, so I have my friends here. And as a cover, I want to use Christmas fabrics. But before I get there, let's do a bit of taping. So this is my favorite way to create my journals. You might have a different way that you like. And if that's the case, you do what you like. I like to leave a bit of a buffer, and it's usually about as wide as my bone folder. And I can usually eyeball that. But I'm working slightly at an angle down here. So I'm just going to have to guesstimate that that's the right one. I always use my masking tape, my wide masking tape, when doing this. because then I don't have to worry about fiddly bits. I can be a bit rough with it. And if you've been following along with my Christmas in July event, you know that I'm not the careful type. So I need a little bit of insurance that when I'm working with things, they don't kind of go off on their own and get all wonky on me. How's that look? Good, good. All right, everybody hold your breath. Don't breathe. I don't want it to move. And lift up and down, over, and a little bit more. And we are good to go. Now at this point, I would decide if I want my journal to have a hidden spine. And if that was the case, then I would make plans for how I'm going to cover this to incorporate either a hidden spine or not. I think in this instance, I'm going to go with not a hidden spine approach. Because I really want to do something simple. So this would go in there. What are we going to do for the inside cover, though? Shall we do wrapping paper? I'll think about that. Because we have more than enough stuff to get us going with the outside cover. So I have all of these kind of Christmas-esque fabric. You can tell I bought these at the same time I got that AI book because this is the exact same print that's included in it. Good job, The Works. I'm so salty. So salty. But look, I have these that are already kind of cut strips. So I was thinking I could just use these and kind of layer them up. Maybe not the birds. Maybe not that black one. All right. Clearly, this isn't going to work out because I only have 2 out of here that I want to use. And that one's not quite long enough. I mean, it is, but I want it to wrap around so I can tuck it in on the other side. So there's that one. I mean, I could use the black, but let me see. Maybe we have some other kind of already cut ones in here. No? No already cut ones? All right, that's fine, I guess. So we'll just cut some more. We like that one. No to the birds. Yes to the trees, thank you. What do we think about that one? Maybe? Just a lot of red, like red forward. I like that. And I like this green. So out of these, which ones do we want? I think we'll go with that one. And that's the reverse of that one. Shall we just do the Christmas tree? What do you think? Yes? Yes? So these ones that are in strips, I got them through my local Facebook group. So I have no idea where they're actually from. And then everything that's folded all nice and neat, I got in the reduced section at either The Works or a different crafty store. Right, so we'll do a little snip. Let's see, how wide do we want it to be? Yeah, about there. Right about there. All right, let's see how easily they tear. Hold your breath. Ooh. That was pretty easy. All right, so I'm going to do the other ones real quick. Where did I put the other ones? I just kind of buried them in there. There you go. And I'll speed this process up. Okay, so now it's just a matter of determining where I want them all to go. I think I might cut this one off. Get rid of that fold, and I'll do the same on the Christmas tree. I am definitely not breaking out my iron. No, thank you. Right. And now it's a bit scraggly too, which you know I love. I think I have one too many. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I want to break up these somehow because I feel like it's too much leaf action down here. All right, I need space Master is at work. The master. Most definitely not the master. What do you think? So there's too much green there. That would mean too much red. Yeah, and then the green or the red? Oh, definitely the green. Sorry, Christmas trees. I ripped that for no reason. Okay, so now we just want to make this a little bit more even. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it can't be. I need to see the vision, you know? Okay. And then gimme. I'm gonna put this here because I do like the layout and positioning of everything, and I don't want things to move too much. Hey. What do we think? Yeah, good. So just by using my hands, I can feel where the papers are. So if I just do, everybody come back. All right, and now stay. Get my Beacon 3-in-1, which this bottle is behaving a little bit better. I say that and it's already clogged. Off to a great start. And I'm just gonna spread this all over the cover like so. And then I'm gonna try and spread this out a little bit with the nozzle of my glue so it's not all gloopy in one spot. I think it's gonna dry before I can get that spread. All right, we're just gonna go for it. Oh, over you go. Smooth. And then I'll need a layer here. Like that. And then smooth. And then I'll need a layer here. Oh, got it all over my glue bottle. And smooth. Last two. Oh, excuse you, Beacon 3-in-1. And smooth. And then this is probably all dried up now. So refresh it with this and then a line here. And smooth this one. Uh-oh, it shifted. There we are. It's seeping through there, but I think it's okay because I'm going to have my journal topper there somewhere, which y'all should have stopped me when I was making that thing because it is massive compared to a size A5 journal. Like it is so freaking big. Oh man. Like I'm debating creating a different one to put on the cover of this because it takes up the entire journal basically. I was like, oh yeah, this will be a great size. Nope. All right, lots and lots of glue. I'm not going to do this bottom bit because, again, I think it'll dry before I can get there. And then smooth. I'm not pulling it extra tight so I don't want it to interfere with the spine opening and closing. And then once I've got all this glued down, I'll run my bone folder in there anyways, just to make sure that it's playing nicely. That is so much bigger than the other ones. All right, come on out, glue. There we go. And this one. And that one. There we go. And one last little dollop of glue. And done. Smooth. All right. Let's look at her. Ooh. How great is that? I love it. I genuinely love that. Oh, it's so fun. And I left enough clearance at the top and bottom to do a little fold over. Beautiful. So let's just work our bone folder into these nooks and crannies. Can't find this one. Here we are. Yeah. Oh, I was going to toy around with the idea of putting some lace there on the spine, but I kind of like it just as it is, right? That looks amazing. I am just very pleased. I'm chuffed. I'm very chuffed. Okay, now here comes the hard part. Now I need to cut a little bit. Lord knows where my rotary cutter is. I don't think I left it out when I was packing everything up. All right, now I just need to cut so I have a little bit of a lip to pull everything over onto that side. But I want it to kind of all be the same length. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Oh, and look, I have all of these left over for tags or tabs or any of that good stuff. Okay. Oh, don't dry out. I left the top off my glue stick a couple days ago, and I'm thinking that that's it, ruined. So I had to buy new glue sticks. Oh, come on. Yeah, I definitely should find where my rotary cutter is. There we go. Ooh. It's a bit off with the green one, but that's okay. That is a-okay. So, long side first. Oh, no, hold on. Gotta miter our corners. The trick to mitering is you actually want to leave a little space. This space here, you don't want to cut all the way to it or you'll have a naked corner. And that won't make anybody happy. It'll make you sad. Make me sad too. Okay, the corners I don't need to keep. Those can go away. Now I glue. And whatever side I start with, the side after that will be the one directly opposite. So I'm going to do long sides first, and then short sides. I'm start in the middle here, pull up tight, and smoosh. And this will definitely have glue seepage. That's okay. And over here, here we are. Spin, baby. You really just need to go away because I'm going to get glue on you and then I'll be very sad. And then, ooh, excuse you, glue. All the threads. Get on there, threads. Have fun. Okay, start in the middle. Pull up tight and smoosh. Smoosh, smoosh, smoosh. Smoosh, smoosh, smoosh. It doesn't work unless you do the sound effects. So if you're following along, which this is not a tutorial, this is a craft along with, helpful tips. Make sure you make the sound effects. This one's going to be complicated because it's obviously all in pieces. Different segments there. So it won't really matter if I start in the middle or not. So actually, I think I need to do this because this one's overlaying on that one. I need to do this one first. So do a little bit of finagling with this corner. Get it looking nice and neat. Now I add a little bit of glue on top here. Just a little bit. Pull and swoosh. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. And then a little bit of glue on top here. I'm just going to leave it on its side. Ah, threads, go away. Swoosh. Glue on top here. Smoosh. And then a little bit there. And finagle the corner so it looks nice and sharp. And smoosh. Make sure everybody's down-ish. Obviously, I'm going to be putting some decorative paper on top. So it's not imperative that it's all flush. All right, deep breaths, go again. Oh my gosh, that glue is coming out wicked fast now. Maybe that's what was wrong with my other one. Maybe it's supposed to only be stored upright, right? Got to start with this one. Finagle the corner. And a good old-fashioned smoosh. I'm going to speed it up in the video now, because this is just more of the same. Okay. Look at it, guys. Look at it. I mean, hold on. Let me take care of this thread. Now look at it. I do like the threads, but this is a bit much. And look at my fingers. Oh, my word. Right. I also had to get all that glue off my fingers. But we're ready. We're done. Look. Well, we're not done, but the cover looks so good. I just love it. Okay, now for the decorative papers on the inside. I was thinking no to the wrapping paper because it is quite thin. And I just think any glue, because I still have to use the beacon frame one because of gluing onto fabric. I just think it would just show through. But I do have some other, look, I'm stretching, some other papers I can use. I really, really like these blue ones. You can see because I included it in the actual pages I'm going to sew in. But I don't think it really goes. I do like that one. And they don't have to match, although it would be nice if they did. So maybe that one at the front and that one at the back. What do we think? Or does it fit if I go? Doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Because I'll need something for the spine as well. Conundrum. I genuinely wish that scrapbook paper I had was nicer. Let's see what I have in this one. More wrapping paper. See, I think just a lot of these designs are too modern for my style. I definitely don't want glitter. Nope, that's a no. So I either make these work or I have to use the AI paper. I mean, there are some solid ones. What do we think of that? Or the green one? That's black. I thought there was a green. Am I making that up? Is there no green? Yeah, I'm making it up. Apologies. Should we just use the red? One more. It's still too short to do it all in one go. But what do we think? Does it go well? I feel like it's the wrong shade of red. But beggars really can't be choosers, and I don't have a lot of options for the inside. I do really like this. Maybe I can cut it in half, use one side over here, one side over there, and then the red. Excuse me, the Pepsi was a mistake. No, I'm all burpy. Use the red as the inside spine cover paper. What do you think? Yeah? Shall we do that? Shall we do that? All right. You are getting some surgery done. I'm fairly certain this is A4 size. Yeah. So we'll just fold, and I'll cut along that fold line. Okay, no going back now. And then I have a 1.5 inch spine, and I want a little bit of a clearance on either side. So I'll do a 2.5 inch cover. Was that 2.5 inches? Yeah. Did I not do a 1.5 inch spine? That spine looks massive now. Yeah. Okay. Now, do I put... Oh, I should have trimmed it first. Definitely shouldn't be using scissors. So now I'm going to have to replicate this on these ones. Oh, I'm so dumb. You want to take a nice project and make it mediocre? Cut with your scissors when you know you can't cut a straight line to save your life. All right. You over there, you over here. Y'all out of the way. And I won't be needing my scissors anytime soon. Okay, so I think I'll put this one at the back with this one on top and this one on top over here. What do you think? We like it? I like it. I like it. Okay. And I'm going to speed this process up too, because it's just gluing stuff down. All right, we're in the home stretch. We are nearly there. Get my needles, my awl. Are any of these colors particularly Christmas-esque? I think there's the light one. I think that's the best choice. Right. Now, you could measure these and make a template and be very precise about it. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. However, this is my little collection of everything we've made for December Daily. And I definitely want to include my stained glass bird that we made. So I'm just going to get out my little scoring board. And do I have my little scoring tool to hand? Yes. There we go. And I just want to score it so I can fold it and have it be like a little page, a little dipped in page. So where there's that much of a border, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So out there-ish. What do we think? Do that. Oh boy. Decisions were made. That's going to be one really hard one to poke with my awl, but it is what it is. Okay. And where do I want it to go? In here? Maybe just there? Oh my gosh, I have to use my bone folder. Get that one to behave because it's double layer scrapbook paper. Okay. In the middle. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. And then find my center page. Make sure we're all nice and tight. And then I'm just going to go for it. I popped a hole there. Actually, I'm going to slide that one down. I still get through it here. All right. There. And there. And There. All right. Now, should have done this before. Popped all those holes. Better late than never, though. Get my waxed thread. We're just going to do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. That's 1, 2, 3-ish. And I'm going to take the outside paper. It already has the holes. Line it up as best I can. Centered. I think that's centered. And then we're just, use this. Poke. Poke. And poke. Put this back with its friends. Now I can have this to hand. Like so. Beautiful. That goes like that. Oh, might want to tone that down a little bit. I feel like it's much too busy having that pattern paper be the first page. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Thread. Gonna go through this bottom hole we made and get it to behave. There we are. And then through the bottom here. And because I've been moving everything around all willy-nilly, everything's out of alignment. That's all right. Go up to the top. Here we go. Take it off the needle. Thread both of them through. And I do it this way because I don't like starting in the middle hole. And then when I come in to do my very last stitch, I always somehow manage to get like a bit of the wax thread, like I puncture it. So this just ensures I don't ever do that. I call it picking up the friend. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just poking it through all the holes in the papers. And there's my little stained glass window. Done and done. Yay! And now, make sure I have one thread on each side. Pull tight, tight. Whoa! Don't lose that needle. I would definitely find that in my foot later. Tie my little bow. And that is my one signature December daily, which I now realize I sewed those in upside down. It does not matter at all because the fabric's not directional, but I kind of like it with the green on top, not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, how great is that? And other than a few bits where I sped it up for you, I mean, the length of this video is about how long it took me to make the whole thing. I did have my papers already pre-selected though. Right, so the next step is just to decorate these and it'll be all ready for when I start journaling in the holidays. Oh no, the next step would be to put this on the front. I might avoid that for now because I do think she's just a bit large. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Should I put my lovely Heidi? We're just going to call her Heidi. Should I put lovely Heidi on this cover or opt for a different journal topper or no topper at all? All right, y'all let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for participating in Christmas in July. I've had so much fun making all of these items, which I'm excited to go through and add to my journal. I'm been over the moon with the comments that I've received from friends that have participated or just given me little words of encouragement. It's been a lot of fun. If you want to join us, if you want to be one of us, come join us over at Obsessed and Distressed Junk Journalers. That is our Facebook group. I'll put a link in the description. And y'all take care now. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.